So the unique is the cheaper option. We had one of the rooms with a view to the harbour. Hi, and welcome to another Geoguessr play-along map. So I went on a holiday this year to the UK, Denmark, and Germany. So two separate holidays, really. I think I had a break of a couple of days in between them. During my holiday, I stayed in 5 different hotels. So this is a map of those 5 hotels. I'm going to do this as a play along. So before each round, I will warn you to pause the video, and then I'll talk a bit about the hotels. I will play this with move, pan, and zoom, and I'll let you have 4 minutes to explore the area if you're interested. Right, let's fight, people. So the link to the challenge is in the description. So first round. Let's see where this is. Okay, so just pause the video if playing along. So as you can see, this is a fairly new hotel. It's not even built when this image has been taken. Not sure exactly when it's from. It's from 2020. So it's a pretty new hotel, and we stayed in, I think, the 7th floor. We're on the corner here in one of these buildings. This is in Viborg. It's close to the handball arena. I think that's there, and also the football ground, which I think is this. I think we stayed there for 3 nights, and it was a pretty cheap hotel. We had a suite, so we had a really nice room. It was probably the nicest room we had. It was really cheap for what it was. One thing though, the breakfast was really expensive. That was, I think we paid around 180 Danish kroner, which is probably about 25 euros per day for breakfast. And it wasn't the biggest breakfast. It was nice enough. And I think we didn't stay there 3 nights, we stayed there 2 nights. Anyway, so this hotel is in Viborg, which is one of the oldest cities in Denmark. And yeah. So on to the next one. Remember, pause the video if you're playing along. Okay, so this is a hotel also in Denmark, and we stayed there twice for 1 night each time. Once in the main building and once in the annex, which is this building here. So this is somewhere we stayed when we arrived with a ferry, as we arrived really late. We took a ferry from Kristiansand to Hirtshals, and that took about 2.5 hours. And we arrived really late after driving from Bergen to Kristiansand. I think that about 8.5 hours. And we also stayed there on the way back, so before driving to Hirtshals, we just stayed there for 1 night. So this is called Geoguessr, which is somewhere around here. There it is. So that's the annex, that's the main building. Reasonably priced hotel as well. Yeah, okay, on to the next one. As always, remember to pause the video. Okay, so this is where we stayed in Germany. So we stayed 3 nights in Kiel. So this is actually, there are 2 hotels. So you have Atlantic Hotel and you have Unique by Atlantic Hotel. So the Unique is the cheaper option. We had one of the rooms with a view to the harbour. The Atlantic Hotel is more expensive, but the reason why we went for the Unique is I didn't know at the time, but they share a parking garage, but only on the Unique website or the Unique page on hotels.com that say that I had the charger for electric cars. So that's why I went for this one. Even though this one, it's a nice hotel, but the Unique hotel was nice enough. It didn't include breakfast or anything, so they had a small cafe. I think we had food there once. But we also had access to the rooftop bar here, which we did go to a couple of times. Well, anyway, this is in Kiel. We stayed there for 3 days, right in the city centre, so down here, thereabouts. But you can also see the charging station there. Okay, on to the next one. And pause the video if you're playing along. Okay, so this one is interesting because this is a hotel we stayed in only one night on the way back from the UK to Norway, and it's not in a country we went on holiday to, so you can get enough information there because you have the airport name there. You can just about make it out. There's also a few hints here with the German and English and the Swiss lounge. So this is in Zurich Airport. So we flew from Birmingham to Bergen because of issues with security in Birmingham. There have been cases where there have been massive queues. People have been queuing for up to 3 hours just to get into security, and we decided to book a late flight because all of these queues have been in the morning. But because we booked a late flight and we flew via Zurich, which is basically in the wrong direction, we had to have a night in Zurich. This was 200 Swiss francs, so quite expensive because you only got a small room. You didn't even have a toilet or shower. It was a communal toilet and communal showers as well. It was not the best, but it was. I think it was worth it. Usually, if we fly from Birmingham to Bergen, we fly via Amsterdam. But because my team from Bergen played a Dutch team, Go Ahead Eagles, in the Conference League when we were flying back, the prices from Amsterdam to Bergen were so expensive, so I think it was cheaper to fly to Zurich and pay for the hotel than it was to just fly back via Amsterdam. But anyway, this is Zurich Airport, which is up here, and the Concert Hotel is there. So thereabouts. And then for the final hotel, also remember to pause, I forgot to say. Always forget to say once. So this is a hotel in Denmark again. This is quite an interesting hotel. It's in Ribe, which is the oldest city in Denmark, and this used to be a old um, uh, an old detention center. So not a prison as such, but it's when you got arrested. If you were arrested, you would go there before court. It's called the Old Arrest or the Old Detention Center. I think the building itself is from 15 something. It's been loads of things before. It was the detention center. I think it was the chaplain's house in the cathedral, and also it's been a boarding school. We stayed in a room which was, I think it was here at the end, and I think that was one of the only rooms that had its own toilet or bathroom as well, which is why I picked that room. But when I checked in, we had to check in at a different hotel. Also, you weren't allowed to park or drive in the center when we were there. I think they opened the city center the day we were leaving, so at least the day we were leaving, we could drive, and we didn't have to drag all the suitcases from the car parks that were outside. But this was quite an expensive hotel. But what I was going to say, when we picked up the keys from a different hotel, which is a bit further down here by the river, there was someone else who confronted me and were asking where the toilets were, and they told us the toilets for their room were across the hallway. So that was quite interesting. But also, you can see the cathedral is here, and there's a Viking center here, I think. No, it's not a Viking center. It's a museum for the first church. I think it's called the First Christian. But yeah, this was a very nice hotel, really. More for the history, because it's an old building. It smells a bit, but it was all good. This was here. I think I would recommend all of the hotels I went to. They were all good. So if you are in any of the cities I've been to, definitely go there. So obviously, because there's only 5 maps and I handpicked this and I remember where I wanted to get a perfect score. As always, if you like these videos and would like to see some more, please consider subscribing to the channel, also hitting the like button and leaving a comment. And if you played, please comment on your score. And there will also be a few other maps based on my holiday. But anyway, that's it for now. Bye bye.